come on to learn and grow. Welcome to the Village Talk Show. Come on to learn and grow. Welcome to the Village Talk Show. We discuss what people need to know, empowering them to learn and grow. We discuss what people need to know, empowering them to learn and grow. Give praises to Jehovah, from whom all blessing and knowledge will flow. Blessing and knowledge will flow. The Village Talk Show, dedicating to empowering the community to live a healthy, safe, and financially capable life, helping each one of us in realizing our dream at any age, any point, starting from today, success. Come on to learn and grow. Welcome to the Village Talk Show. Come on to learn and grow. Welcome to the Village Talk Show. We discuss what people need to know, empowering them to learn and grow. We discuss what people need to know, empowering them to learn and grow. Success is not spoken, it is done. Success is done. Come on now. The Village Talk Show. Talk Show. The Village Talk Show.
Hi, good evening. I am alone today. Oh, let me fix my camera so everybody can see me. All right. Oh. Where's Andre when I need? By the way, Andre needs to be on punishment. We haven't seen Andre in the studio in how long now, Andre? A few weeks. Welcome, villagers. Right, welcome, villagers. It is great seeing you today, Thursday, Christmas Eve. I know. Thank you for joining us here on the Village Radio Talk Show. The Thursday before Christmas, right? So the penultimate Thursday of the year. We were supposed to have a guest on tonight, but we're doing Freestyle Thursday. And by the way, I'm alone in the studio, so I'm going to need some help, right? I'm definitely going to need some help tonight, right? Interesting. A lot of things are happening. And thank you so much for joining, sharing, viewing, participating in the village. We have a lot of hot button topics today, where we are dedicated to empowering the community to live a healthy, safe, and financially capable life through education, helping each one of us in realizing our dreams at any age, at any point, starting from today. So, a couple of things. One, I'm real excited to be here. To spend this time with you, right? Had I not retired, I would have been very excited about tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last day of school. The last day of school for 2022, and then don't go back until January 3rd, 2023. Yes, and it's January 3rd. Double check, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that now, right? So let's double check on our school calendar. So let me just do that for New York City school calendar, right? So I'm going to do New York City and find out what the date, right? So, because tomorrow is considered, if your office practices to give Christmas Eve as a holiday, then you celebrate it tomorrow, right? So January 2nd, right? So you go back to school January 3rd, We go back to school on January 3rd. And so you're off this week for the celebration of life, meaning the birth of Jesus Christ. When that comes in, we'll get that major celebration come tomorrow, come Thursday, come Saturday, come Sunday. Now, I mean, I'm not the aforementioned, no, that's the wrong word. I'm not the most prominent theologist of all, right? But I must tell you that it's not about Christmas Day as the birth of Jesus Christ, right? It's not about that. It's about the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. Again, let's say that one more time. It's not about the birthday of Jesus Christ. It's about the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. So those who argue that he wasn't born on December 25th, okay. Those who argue that it's December 25th, okay. But the question is, are you celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ? Should you be celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ? My big thing about Christmas, and I'm a whiner all the time about this, I don't like anymore Christmas for what it has become, right? Happy holidays to you, Empress. Happy holidays to everyone who's joining us on the village, right? It is disgusting in my purview. And you're out there in the audience land, let me know. It's disgusting in my purview that people have done putting themselves in debt, right? They placed themselves in debt for Christmas to give people these gifts, right? And people get so disgustingly unhappy when you don't give them a gift. Oh, you didn't give me a Louis Vuitton bag. You didn't give me you didn't give me a Louis Vuitton bag. You didn't give me a this bag. You didn't give me a that bag, right? You know, oh, I expected this today. I didn't get it today. You know, that's what I don't like, the materialism. I know people, they look at the gift that you know what? You give me a dirty towel and I'm good. Ephesians 6, verses 1 through 4. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth. Fathers and mothers, do not exasperate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and the instruction of the Lord, our Lord Jesus Christ. May his word be forever blessed. Ephesians 6, verses 1 through 4. So just remember that, parents. And remember, as I'm talking about Christmas, right? As I'm talking about Christmas, just remember that it is very important. Don't go out. Don't go out and start spending what you don't have. Hey, John, what's going on? Thank you for joining us.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
I was just going over my dislike for Christmas now, only because people have now made it so materialistic, right? And people are majorly in debt because of Christmas, right? Because of Christmas and people putting themselves in debt. The second thing that is a problem, John, is hey JRG, how you doing? Our Guyanese Bana, JRG, John. Hey Monet, how you doing? The second thing it's driving me crazy is that people are selfish. You
Like
don't,
yourself?
yeah. Well, no, not in this case. Not in this case. Um, but not spending the time to look out for others, not thinking about the mental health. I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I spoke about the fact that around this time, a lot of people go into depression and even a lot of people die by suicide, right? Um, right? A lot of people die by suicide. A lot of people are in great depression. They have nobody to spend a family with. So it's important that people start going out, entertaining people, bringing people over. If you know somebody ain't got nobody, invite them over for dinner. All right. If you know you're hanging out, am I wrong, John?
What you said, Roderick?
I was saying if you know somebody
Right.
and that by themselves, right, you invite them over for dinner, right? Instead of having the person by themselves, let them tell you no. That's my point.
So when you inviting us over, Roderick?
Um, Not you, because you're not alone. I don't want your daughter coming to my backyard and challenge me in basketball, right? Because she probably will win, right? She probably will definitely win the competition. I can't even fold laundry anymore without being winded. We play a game to like half a point. So that was that. That's just my little pet peeve about what is happening with Christmas. But if we actually celebrate the life of Christ, right? If we learn to celebrate the life of Christ, we're in a good place, right? Deborah saying hello. John. Deborah Murray saying hello.
So Deborah said hello.
Yeah, she can hear
Deb, how
me.
you doing? JRG. Don't forget, JR got his event on Boxing Day, the 26th.
I didn't get my invite, Jay.
Tell JR you didn't get his invite. JR, Roderick didn't get the invite.
Yeah, right. So he needs to put the invite out there. Um, I've been going to a couple of Christmas parties. I think I have one tomorrow that I'm going to as well.
Hey,
I love
thanks for
this.
coming out to the Christmas party last week, Roderick.
Yeah, thank you. I had to call your behind to get you out to the party, to your own party. Man, I had to call John as people came up to me because they know that we hang out. They're like, yo, where's John? Where's John? I'm like, I don't know. Let me call him. Let me call him. I called him and he says, I'll be there in like 10 minutes. He took 20, but he was there. We had a good time. We had a good time. So thank you, John, Ingrid, Eric, members from the mayor's office were out there helping out in the community, doing a lot of distribution toys. Yo, they
Yeah, we
collected
gave tons. Yeah, tons.
yeah,
Half the
mad
room was
toys.
full of toys.
Yeah, right. Um, so I'm kind of excited. Where are the toys at? I need some to give away. I need some toys. I need to re-gift the toys. Our event at the community board was actually a major success as well, jointly with Council Member Farah Lewis. Um, I don't know where Doc is. I don't know where Doc is, Empress. Actually, honestly, I don't know. I probably didn't. I've been busy all day. To be honest with you, I didn't get a chance to go through all of the messages. She said I'd be a few minutes late. So that's what she said. So she'll be late, like John right there. Um, yeah. So toys giveaway. There are a lot of things happening tomorrow. The council member Farah Lewis is having a toy giveaway. So if you want to do that, a little festivity, and to go out, enjoy yourself. You can call her office for more information, 629-6400. Or wait, let me make sure I get the right number before I give the wrong number and then don't get it. No, let me make sure I get the right number, John. 629-2900. 629-2900. So call the office and 718-629-2900 and find out. Go hang out there, right? And chill. What are your plans for the holiday, John?
Work.
Huh?
Work.
You're not working on the holidays. You work.
Work.
You
Work.
working.
Give out gifts, provide meals, you know.
Deborah wants to know if you're traveling.
Huh?
Deborah wants to know if you're traveling.
No travel, no travel.
The punk. Right. Thank you.
We'll be in the hood.
John, let me know. I'll come hang out with you. I'm free Monday. I can't do Tuesday. I can't do Sunday.
I will do that.
Let me know. I'll come. I'll hang out with you Monday. Yo, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, before I forget, it's going to be brick this weekend. Did you hear about that, John? Huh?
What happened?
It's going to be brick this weekend.
Yeah.
Brick. Right? 19 degrees, 22 degrees on Saturday. Right? At 19 degrees on Sunday. I have a wedding to go to on Sunday.
Oh, nice. Who's getting married?
One of my friend's daughter. She's getting married.
God bless.
Right? I'm like,
the birth of a union on the 25th of December.
How do you guys feel about that? I will never even encourage anybody to get married on any special day. Nobody.
But you know what? It's probably cheaper too.
Because nobody's doing it. Yo, I am telling nobody to get married. No, Valentine's Day is expensive. That day is expensive. I'm telling nobody to do that. Yo, imagine every like people get married on their birthday, right? They become a widow or widower. They get divorced. You can't celebrate your property because when it comes to that day, it's not like a day that you're going to forget. And generally, it's done on the woman's thing, right? So the woman's birthday, right? Generally, right? Some men, but more on the woman, are very close to her birthday. Some narcissistic men will do it on their birthday too, because it's romantic. On Christmas, on Valentine's Day, on Mother's Day, on New Year's Day. Imagine, when they say like more than 60% of marriages end up in divorce. It means for the rest of your life, never that. I'm afraid of that. Right? What is your thought on that?
What's up, Big Mo? Tell Mo. Mo, what's up, Mo?
So I'm saying why. John, what do you think?
About what?
Getting married. What do you listen to, John? Are you listening to music in the car?
No, I'm not trying to listen to you.
Right?
Nah. What are you talking about? Getting what? Married?
Getting married on special days.
It is what it is, man. It's no big deal. People make big things out of nothing. That's you get married when you get married.
But I'm saying you would get married on a Christmas on your birthday.
Who would do that?
Would you do that?
Would I get married on Christmas or my birthday? Nah, I wouldn't.
I know.
I think each of your birthday, they're separate days.
Yeah. You're fading out. You're fading out. What do you guys think? Monday, what do you think? Right?
I can't hear you.
Nah, because I said you're fading out.
You're muted.
Hey, Simone. Hey, Simone, I was talking about you today. I need you to call me privately. I need for you to call me after the show. It's very important, Simone. All right? Give me a call right after the show. John made me lose my train. Doc is going to be late, Simone. Doc is going to be a little bit late. I'm here by myself. So what's going on out there? So I'm gonna need your help. So you guys gonna call in. I need co-host and co-hostesses tonight, because I'm alone in the studio. Right? John is supposed to be here in a few minutes. Oh, he might be downstairs. Maybe that's why he got off the thing. But he should have just told me that. So the big news. So before I say anything, right? You know, I'm leaving out there controversial and all, right? In the World Cup final, we had two teams, France and Argentina, in the World Cup final. Great match. Mbappe did his thing. He scored 3 goals. All three goals for France. Um, Messi scored a goal, the first goal for Argentina. I believe he won the Golden Boot, right? Mbappe won the Golden Boot. Um, but Messi finally got what has eluded him for years to become the FIFA World Cup champion. But I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm rooting for Argentina because on one hand, I have the racist country versus the oppressor country, right? Now, I don't look at France as racist. I have to tell people that. I don't live in France, but I don't look at them as any more racist than the United States. So people are like, oh, it's racist, they're racist. No, no, right? You had a team, notice, people, Argentina had 0 black person on that team. 0. Not 1, not 2, not 3. 0. Argentinian is a racist country. They think they're white until they come to the United States and they realize, oh, we belong to the Latino population. France is oppressive. They have countries, Guadeloupe, Martinique in the Caribbean, Haiti, what they did to Haiti, Haiti's still paying for it. But as a black person, you can live in France and live just fine, right? Not any more racist than any other country, no more racist than England, right? No more racist than England, no more racist than any other European country, you know, that have people of color in it. But when you really think about it, you have two choices. It's like an election, right? When you have right? Right? Somebody just texted me right now that said Argentina is racist. I was called a monkey when I went there to represent the UN, right? And he said, let the woman choose the date. I agree with you, Rudy. I do let the woman choose the date. I agree. I'm just saying that's why it falls a lot of times on things that you, as a man, you like, I'm like, no. But the problem is a lot of people root for Argentina, especially us Caribbean people. We Caribbean people root for Argentina because we say they're Latinos, they're minority countries. But in reality, as a black person, you're not really welcome in Argentina. Not really. Right? And they look down on black folks, on negros, morenos, right? They look down on them. So I don't know. I'm torn. I do like Lionel Messi though. But for the pure love of the sport, I was rooting for Argentina. With Brazil is one for me. Well, Jamaica is one for me. Brazil is 2, and then Argentina is 3. Right? That's how I view it. But I was very saddened to know about the racism that belongs to Argentina. Right? And I really feel, right? And you look at it, you look at it in the way that it should be looked at. It was a great World Cup, right? It was a great World Cup from the start. Um, right? From the start. Andre, do me a favor. Can you run? Yes. Thank you. All right. The social club. Excuse me. Listen up as we talk about the social club that is going to be part of the Village Radio Talk Show. All right. Looking forward to hearing about that. Andre, I need to send you something as well. So let me do that as well.
My name is Teresa Habit. I've been going to Global Police for 5 years. It's a nice place. The people and the staff and everybody in here is very nice. They help us with little things, and I'm glad to be here.
What kind of activities you do?
Dancing. Sometimes I'm the art teacher. We do art. We do different things. We help each other out.
So, what's your name?
Lillian Williams.
Lillian Williams. So, Miss Williams, tell us about a little bit about the social daycare. What is it like for you?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, since I've been here, I've been treated like I was an angel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they treat me nice. They have respect for us. You know, they take us out, and they make sure that, you know, we are taken care of good. They give us, you know.
Miss Jean and Miss Robert.
No, them two old buzzers.
Each got one. Don't
No, them two ladies there, with that
Jane
one
and
there
Robin.
and that one there, they
The
are
staff.
sweet.
You're talking about the staff.
They're
So,
sweet as pie.
what would you say to somebody who is thinking about coming? What would you tell that person?
Come. They would
Invite them.
enjoy themselves. We would be glad to have them.
Invite them and let them see.
Tell us about the activities. Tell me some of the activities you do during the
We
day.
do bingo, we do keno, we do arts and crafts. We do
the point.
Right.
like they have people come in, and she is one of them.
So tell us, what do you enjoy most about the site?
What I enjoy, the people, we like family. I really
There's
love it.
family here.
Okay.
Couldn't get a better second.
Awesome. Thank you.
Excited. So we're looking forward to you. We'll be sending out the information for the orientation for the open house coming soon. So the social club coming right here to 1330 Utica Avenue. Bring the adults out. There's certain pieces that are needed. You need the HHA, you need Medicaid, and it's a free service to people with Medicaid and having the HHA. So we're looking forward to working with you with that. Happy holidays, Ingrid. Yeah, John, I was just talking about when you were walking into the studio.
About Argentina.
Yeah, and how you had the racist versus the progressive. So like, I'm like,
What?
the racist country. Argentina is a very racist country.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, they look down on people who are not of the same day, because at the end of the day, if I think I'm white and I'm superior, like that, than you, and I belong to the white class,
Okay, I didn't know that.
you know, and that was something. France had more people of color. They had black people on the team, and then it's no more racist than the United States.
True.
It actually probably less racist. In there is, by the way, I don't know how many of you have gone to Europe, but when you migrate north, right, it's different, right? It's different because they look at the pure Africans a little bit differently, because they come up being, like how you see them in Battery Park, selling the knockoff, selling the this, selling the that. But as a regular member of society, you're fine. When I went to France, when I went to Amsterdam, when I went to Belgium, right? Spain, I saw a lot of racism. In Spain, I did, especially in Madrid. Madrid, it was ridiculous. Barcelona wasn't too bad,
Right.
but Madrid was not cool in terms of racism, and I didn't see it in Brazil either. So
Never been to the European countries.
you haven't?
No, never been either.
Oh man, you're missing out. I want to go to Portugal. That's one of the places where I want to go. So your thoughts on what are your thoughts on the match? Did you see it?
Yeah, it was a very exciting match. I think they won in the penalty phase.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, I think they scored a goal and Argentina was up 3-2.
Yeah.
And there was like 10 minutes left. I said Argentina pulled it off. So I turned to watch something else. Next thing I turned back, it's 3-3. Now they're going into penalties.
Yeah.
And
Mbappe, you know, yeah, Mbappe was he was good. He was good. I mean, he was quiet. Because it was 2-0, then 2-1, then 2-2, then 3-2,
3-3,
and then 3-3, then 4-2 in the penalty. So excellent, excellent game, excellent.
They were very excited.
And you know what I thought was good? Both stars, Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi, both performed superbly in the game. They were superstars and they played like superstars. The second goal from Brazil was beautiful. The passing, the touches, the move. There's nothing the goalie can do. Right? It's almost a wide open net goal. What else is going on in the news? Some of the things.
My man from FTX.
Yo, what do you call them, John? The snitchers?
The
snitchers?
My man Sam from FTX. Founder. Mr. Freed. Bail. Bond. $250 million. 10 times of what Bernie Madoff was.
Yo, hold on. Did anybody hear that? Because I think John just overlooked it. The man had a $250 million bail bond, which he was able to pay to stay under house arrest. You know what though? He is probably right, unless he is probably going to get. He's going to plea out and he's going to go concurrent. He's only 30 years old. He's only 30 years old.
Right.
So he's going to spend 30 years in jail. Mark my word. I think he's going to 30 years.
Yeah, and they already got cooperators.
Yeah, he's going to get 30 years. Because we got 2 cooperators plus more. Right? More is going to come out.
Yeah, but those cooperators trying to cover their ass. So
no, I agree.
Well, you know what? There's no prediction. We'll see.
No, I think 30 years.
No, it's the same thing. Everybody would look at Brian Benjamin. Oh, Brian's looking at 20 years and doing all this. What happened?
Well, he didn't get no time.
Exactly.
But that's my point. My point is like people are saying, oh, he's going to get 110 years because what they like to tell you is each charge brings this.
It's all the sensationalism.
Right.
Realistically,
Yes.
It gets people scared.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The young man is brilliant.
Yeah, he's going to serve time. He is going to serve time.
You know that, brother.
No, he's going to serve time. The fact that he's going to serve time.
How do you know he's going to serve time?
I will bet you any money he's going to serve time.
I don't know about that.
What I do believe is that he's not going to serve. I might not serve more than 30 years.
He might have information that they want. You don't know.
He is going to serve time. What I think, though, I was thinking about that too, John. One, he knows how the cryptocurrency works and how to beat the system. So he might have a bargain.
How many of those wealthy people who are in position of power tried to beat the system and use that cryptocurrency?
No, but look at what's the name that killed himself.
Sam got a lot of information.
But what about the guy that killed himself in jail? With Jaheim, the pedophile.
He had to kill himself. He knew what he was facing.
No, yeah, but think about that for a second. He had, according to what I read, it wasn't proven because he's dead now, and they haven't talked about it more. Even Donald Trump was a guest of his. Like his guest list
So why
was
did
broad.
you-
But the point that I'm making is that I'm connecting the two of them. You might have a lot of information which will help you with the time,
Right.
but it might not be enough to stop you from getting any
It
time.
all depends
Just
on
got-
what type of information. you
Just
got.
look at the American Gangster. He turned cold, right? He didn't serve the same amount of time
Right.
because he became he
They cooperate.
a cooperator with the government, right? With the government to bring down other drug dealers and stop the crime. So, but they still serve some level of time. That's
Well, you
what I'm
know,
saying.
Roger, I ain't got respect for people like that anyway.
But
If you engage in a criminal enterprise with somebody and you get caught, you knew what the consequences are. Serve your time.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Man, I agree with
No,
that.
I
I
don't.
don't care whether you agree or not. Man.
Yeah,
That's not what
I get it. I get it. I don't know if I
That's
think
why they call them rats.
I think
You know, what do people
I
think
hear
of
you,
rats?
John. I hear you. But when you and I are doing something,
Right.
end up being illegal.
Okay.
I didn't know that,
Okay.
right? I'm facing 30 years.
Okay.
You're facing 30 years. You're like, let's go to trial. The preponderance of evidence says I'm found guilty.
Okay.
I got to think about my wife and children,
I understand.
and
You
that's
should have
what.
thought about that before you engage in
Well,
crime.
you might be doing something to help your wife and children,
Exactly.
but
If you're
then,
doing something to help your wife and children, then you face the consequences.
but somebody else is going to date my wife and children. I don't know about that.
That's the consequences
I
you face, my brother.
I hear you. I
I
don't.
always believe what my old man told me. He says, man, old man told me, if you step in shit, that's your shit, ain't nobody else's.
Well, I agree. You can't. Like what I don't like is when you're the bad man, and when the police comes for you, you start becoming the whiner man. That I don't like. Like all of a sudden you're type.
That's called a cooperator snitch, aka rat.
Right. And that I don't like. Oh, all of a sudden you could shoot people, and when it's your time to die, you're whining. Right? When it's your turn, that's what I'm saying. If you take it like a man. You started it. What do you think?
Hey, I said the same thing. Just like if you face 30 years, take it like a man.
Nah, I don't know about 30 years though.
Yeah, take it like a man, dude.
$250 million. Zelensky went to DC.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He went to DC. Oh, they didn't say, by the way, before I forget, they didn't say how many years that the two of his closest allies
They ain't getting no time. They
Right.
snitches. They ain't
Right.
got no time.
They might get time. They might get time. Remember, it's you're bartering. So you're bartering time. You get what I'm saying? Might go from 5 to 10.
As my man Beretta says, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that.
Mhm.
Right? But I can't believe he's only 30. That guy was worth $45 billion, though.
32 billion.
Nah, well,
What, 32, 42, what's the difference?
What's the
Couple
difference?
billion.
that yeah, he worked, man, like he was living the dream on other people's backs because he rose to fame
Allegedly.
quickly.
Allegedly.
I don't care. No, he was living the dream. It was worth 45 billion. I'm not talking about whether or not it was illegal or illegal. I'm talking about his lifestyle, right? How he was living. Zelensky went to
DC asked for more aid.
asked for $45 billion. And it looks like he's going to get it. I don't know, John. What's the difference between giving the aid to support what they're doing and physically going in there and participating? Aren't you still their ally giving money?
Yeah, I like giving money, giving funds, but you're not actively engaging.
So I'm saying, what is the difference?
The
I'm
difference
Russia.
is
I'm Russia.
Russia does. You know what? Russia does not see the difference. There's no difference to
That's
Russia.
that's my point.
Yeah,
That-
Russia. You know.
Might as well you go and
And now, if the United States commits troops, it escalates to something that either country is not ready for.
I was saying last week, man, I thought Russia was a little bit more powerful than that. I really did. I thought they were. I really thought they were. Um, what's the population of Russia, Andre? Right. So I'm looking at the two different populations, and I'm like, Russia is close to the United States in population, right? And the United States were 400, 350 million people, right? 146 million people in Russia.
Mhm.
And then Ukraine,
How many people in Russia?
146 million,
Mhm.
right? And then Ukraine has um, 43 million,
43 million.
43 million. So they have 100 million people more. And we're talking about everybody, kids, older people, young people, and you can't take them out. You have 3, 4 times as many people, almost 3.5 times. Can't take them out. That to me is crazy. Elon Musk, your boy, John. That's your big boy.
That's my man, but you know, he did a survey. He says,
He's an idiot.
if you want me to be CEO, so let's see what he does, man.
I don't think he's going to step down.
I think he will.
I don't think he will. So if he stepped down as CPO, what role do you think he's going to see CEO? What role?
You know, just he could be, you know, the president. Just watch it, you know.
That's what?
He can be the president.
17 million people cast a vote. Tell him, and 57% of them said no. You need to step down.
Honestly, the Republicans are loving Elon Musk.
I know that.
They're loving. But prior to that, when he wasn't, you know, they were very skeptical of him too.
But Elon Musk is a Trumper.
He believes in free enterprise, man. Free business, creative business.
Nah, he's a Trumper. That's why he restored Trumper's Twitter account. He's a Trumper. He's not a Democrat. I'm not sure why they sold it though. Why do you think they sold? Well, they got $40-something billion for it, so
Of course.
that's a major reason.
You see
Why
what happened to Meta going on.
Robert Meta?
The valuation, the loss of valuation of Facebook. See Mark Zuckerberg took it from him.
I said I need to. Oh, year in review. We need to look at the year end billionaires. There are 400 billionaires in the United States.
I'm not one of them, ladies and gentlemen.
You and me both. John. I don't think if you add up your money and my money together, we'd even be millionaires.
Speak for yourself, right?
And out of your money and my money together.
Just speak for yourself. That's all I can say. Speak for yourself, my brother.
All right. United States, the wealthiest Americans by net. Wealthiest American by net, we have Elon Musk is number 1. Jeff Bezos, number 2. Bill Gates, Larry Ellison from Oracle. Oracle's still around?
Yes, it is.
Wow. He's at 119. Mark Zuckerberg is at 117. Larry Page, Alphabet Inc. What's that? What's Alphabet Inc? Yo, Warren Buffett money has increased.
Warren Buffett money is always increasing. Man.
Sergey Brin, both of them from Alphabet. Ballmer from Microsoft. Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg is at 69. He's went up too.
Mhm.
The Waltons, they all have gone up.
Always gone
Yeah, Walmart. Michael Dell. Wow.
up.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well for himself. The Koch brothers. One of them died recently, right?
Julia Hopkins.
Yeah.
Husband. He passed.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. By the way, most of these people on the list are Republicans. By the way, just got to point that out to a lot of you out there.
Mark Zuckerberg's not a Republican.
I know. I said most.
Bill Gates is not.
Bill Gates is not. Mark is not. Warren Buffett is not. As far as I know, he's not. I don't know who Dan Gilbert is.
Dan Gilbert is owns the Chicago Bulls. Yes, Dan Gilbert is quick and roll.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that what's his name's not here. What's his name?
Well, you know, our participants, our our villagers don't care about these billionaires. You know, who's a billionaire or not? They're concerned about, you know,
Mark Cuban, I was thinking about.
Mark Cuban, very wealthy guy. Villagers, he's busy talking about what y'all want to talk about today, villagers.
There are a lot of things up here. I just got we got a few more things that we want to just recap, and then we just
Oh,
how about this one?
George Santos.
George Santos.
What's the situation with George Santos? What's this all about?
George Santos, after they started uncovering, and I need to ask, this is a question somebody asked me, so I'm going to ask you. After elected him, they started uncovering that everything he said was a lie.
Right.
All right. They are,
So it's fraud
Wait.
the inducement?
not that it was a lie,
He embellished.
but
It's not actually what it is.
no. It cannot be proven.
Oh, it can't be proven. So.
Technically, it is a lie, right?
If you can't, who can't prove it?
So, like, for example, he said he went to Baruch College. There's no indication that he graduated from Baruch. He said that he worked for Goldman Sachs.
Mm-hmm.
Goldman Sachs says, who's he?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Citigroup, they don't know who he is. The real estate holding, they said he got fired from a few jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He formed a political group. Right? Right? So there's a major discrepancy between what he said
Mm-hmm.
and what they're proving. So
Right.
may have represented parts of his resume. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know about the New York Times on Monday reported that key parts of Santos' biography were either contradicted or not supported by evidence.
Brother,
CNN,
who cares? Because you know why? Because if the Democratic candidate who ran against Mr. Congressman Santos, they should have been able to bring all this information up. So that's how his op-ed, whoever did op-ed research for the congressional candidate who ran against Mr. Santos needs to be fired, because this is stuff that you could easily, if you had a very good investigator, you would have found all this out.
the other thing is he took Tom Suozzi.
I know it took time for
So here's my question for you, John.
That's because they screwed up the freaking line.
So if it is proven
Mm-hmm.
that he lied,
Yes.
which is a crime, it is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
What, if anything, can be done?
Well, they can call they can, they can conduct hearings. But the Republicans are not going to do this. They're not going to do this. They're the majority. If the Democrats were in there, I would worry him, but I wouldn't worry about the Republicans. They're not going to do that. That's why Santos is going for Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy is a leader that has absolutely no background. He stands for no principle. It's always, it's always preference. Whatever is preferable, he has no sense of trying to buck the system. That's the one thing that's wrong with elected officials. I think our people just want to be told the truth, what it is. Let us face it. I don't know.
I think they could vote. I think the most that can happen is that they vote to censure him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you think about the Peter Body case with the young Asian man who defeated him?
Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
They're questioning his residency.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's something that was brought to my attention, that you have to live in the county.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you didn't have to live in the district. I just found it out.
You have to move into the district.
No, he said you didn't have to move into the district.
If you win the election,
You have to move into the county within a year.
Nope, move in the district, brother. You can't. You have to move within the district.
That's city council.
You have to move within the district.
Not in the state. In the state, you have to live in the county
And
for 1 year.
The state, you have to live in the district that you represent.
You have to move into, but when you're running, you have to live in the county.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
Right, let's do some research, right? But I believe it's how would I look that up? What, the New York? Because I was looking at it. I was looking at it.
But candidates, requirements.
Okay, so what the candidates requirement?
Yeah, for the assembly, for the Senate, state Senate, state assembly.
Residency, right? Residency.
Good
Right.
evening.
Hey, what's up?
Good evening, Dr. Bryant. Welcome to the village.
All right. So we're everybody's asking for you, Joanne.
Hello, everyone. How are you? Hopefully, you had a wonderful, nice, dry day. You
Oh,
stayed
hell no, with no dry day today.
enjoying the weather before it drops. So
Oh, yes. It's time for the polar bear challenge.
I'll take the rain any day.
Not me.
Any day.
I'll take snow.
No, that's where we disagree.
Uh,
Merry Christmas, Mr. Gentile. Oh, thank you, Empress. Happy holidays to you and
oh, shit.
yours.
Empress, happy holiday to you too, Empress. May God grant you all your wishes.
All right, so we're both right. We're both right. So New York State Senate, New York State Assembly, resident of the state for 5 years and resident of the district for 12 months. Immediately preceding election. In a redistricting year, you may be a resident of the county for 12 months. So this year, it could be the county.
Right.
Outside of that, it could be right. So governor, resident of state 5 years immediately preceding an election to be governor. Resident of state when elected. That's why Hillary was able to become the senator.
Right.
Because she became part of the state. And president of the United States, born a citizen and 14 years in the country. All right. Yeah, Doc. So how you doing, buddy? We were discussing plans for vacation time.
I love that piano, Doc.
Thank you.
Want to play a tune for us?
Not tonight. Maybe next time.
All right.
You said that last week.
I'll play it when we're all together, okay, Roger?
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, I missed. Did you go to My 11 last week? For the last week or the week before, for the concert. I tried to make it, but I didn't make it. I made it, but I got there. They finished up early at 7:20. I remember when you were there, we were there till like 8:30, and good. 7 o'clock they were out.
I'll make sure I tell Rudy alphabet is Google. Azra said, always remember alphabet. Tell Rudy alphabet is Google. All right?
What is alphabet?
I have no idea. Mr. Ali, tell him what alphabet is.
I get it. So Alphabet is the owner of Google. Whoever owns Google owns Alphabet.
Exactly.
The other way around.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Thanks, Mr. Ali.
All right, thank you. I did not know that. So we're talking about that.
You were talking about Santos. That I wanted to know.
Tell us about Santos.
So
What are your thoughts, Dr. Ryan?
But she had the same question we do, which is what happens to him when they find out he's lying?
Because the pressure is on.
Pressure from whom?
From whom?
From every party, his constituents, the people he represent, the Democrat, of course, because now they're realizing they made a mistake.
So they should have done their homework.
So what? That's the question. I mean, does he get disqualified after being elected?
He's not sworn in yet, so that's the thing.
Yeah, but everybody gets sworn in January 3rd. So the question is,
but if there's a discrepancy, what happens now?
That's what I want to know.
No, I think the discrepancy is what it becomes. Then it could possibly come up. But I mean, you could argue that we were duped. This is fraud in the inducement. You know, I mean, he induced us to vote for him with all these characteristics, all these attributes that were attributed to him. But then once we found out he was a fraud, it's like being catfish.
What's the difference? He was one of the individuals that caused the Republican Party to go to take the House,
They would
correct?
have took the House anyway.
That's what I was
With-
saying,
with-
without
with
him.
or without him. They had enough votes.
Well, if you do that, right? What is it? They have 221, I think. I think they have 221. So he would just make 220.
Mhm.
Well, you know what? Next time they need to work harder. That's what I.
Hello, can you say it again, Dr. Bryant?
That's true. You know what? Democrat Party needs to work smarter, together collaboratively to support each other instead of tearing each other down. And they need to do their due diligence. You know, I understand that we're trying to get into office, but if you're a party like the Republican, they're going to help each other. You don't see that too much with the Democrat Party. Here and there, if I like you, I'll support you. But if I don't, I'm not going to stand with you all the way.
I still think I'm not fond of a few of them. Right? I'm not fond of a few of them from New York.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think Sean Patrick, like we discussed at election night, Sean Patrick Maloney struck me. What about that lady from, where's she from again? That she switched party.
Yeah, and she was a Democrat. And you know what?
She switched from Democrat to Independent.
To Independent, right. And that speaks volume, because here it is. You could say, hey, she was on the fence or whatever, but if you don't feel supportive and you feel like, hey, every party have an agenda, but at least do what it is that you say you're going to do and not go in there, hey, I need to take control of this just so I can put my business in plan. No, have the people's objective, have their focus, have them in mind instead of just your own agenda. And it's a do or die or tear you down. That concept, no one wins. That fighting is great.
Yeah,
but at the end, no one wins. So, I don't know.
It's just like Christine Sinema, the senator from Arizona. You know, she decides to switch parties, becomes an independent. And, you know, it's a smart move on her behalf.
Why?
Because she knows she was going to be primary as a Democrat, she could lose.
Why she could lose?
She can lose in the Democratic primary because her values are not in tune with those Democrats.
I don't think
in
so.
Arizona.
Democrats are loyal.
Yeah,
what?
Hold on. No.
Democrat.
The way they portray Sinema and Manchin as holding up very important votes, and you know, didn't want to go ahead with the John Lewis. I mean, she would have lost a Democratic primary. That's why she decided to run as an independent.
Well, just very interesting. Very, very interesting. I
So
don't
we
know.
got Warnock, we got 51. So hey, that's a milestone.
Yeah, it actually is 50. It's, what is she? Well, technically she's a Democrat, but so she and Manchin could cause a problem. So it's still 49. Bernie Sanders is. I wonder when he's going to. Is this his last term?
I hope so.
Yeah, he's been in there for.
This is it. Right.
Bernie's close to 80. Because I think the presidential election this year was one of those that had the oldest set of individuals running for president at the highest level. Right, 1941, he's 79 years old. Right, what am I saying, 71? He's 82 years old, 81 years old.
So,
right, so.
It's similar to finally.
Wait, hold
on.
He is 81 years old, and he's the junior senator.
What's that mean, brother? Why are you complaining about that?
No, because he's the oldest, one of the oldest person in office, but he's the junior senator from Vermont. Like, so the other person is older than he is, which is
But now he's going to be the senior senator because Leahy
has what?
stepped in.
He has stepped down, and he said he's not running.
He said he's not running. Patrick Leahy.
But I'm
Is
saying
it Patrick Leahy or who? Or this is. Yeah,
right.
What are your thoughts about Donald Trump's tax return?
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Well, based on the report, the pre-report is that he hasn't paid taxes. It's been negative for the last couple of years.
We call him wise man.
Yo, hold on. Patrick Leahy has been in office since 1974.
Yep.
He and president.
This is last year.
Wow. Yeah, he's a Democrat. Maybe Vermont will let 2 Democrats, right? I think it is disgusting when you look at when you look at
everyone else that's paying.
Not even just everyone is paying, but at some point they said that he was broke. They literally said that he was broke in some of his taxes. Right? So, which to me is, how are you, the president, talking about you a billionaire, soon people call you a millionaire, and you're broke?
Who's that one?
Donald Trump.
Let me tell you something. Donald Trump is a very shrewd businessman. Everybody, everybody continues to go after him, but he's still standing. So, you know what?
I think he's done.
Let him run for president. Like he's running. DeSantis is what everybody needs to be worried about. See, Trump, you know who Trump is, DeSantis. That could be a snake.
That's true. It's easier to order the poor because affording a good accountant and lawyer requires money. That's true. And understanding of money, too. Is that a fair conclusion? Well, he has an accountant that's stuck with him, went to court with him, went down with him, and will take the blame and say, hey, I'm guilty. Now, I don't see too many accountants who'll do that for others.
Me and Roger were talking about earlier about being a rat and snitch. We were talking about.
Because the thing is, if you have an accountant that actually help you avoid paying taxes or, having the same situation as Donald Trump, then the IRS is going to be behind them.
I need to talk to my wife. She's my accountant.
Don't put her out there.
I'm just saying, hey, I'm going to say, honey, but we need to have a pillow talk. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, pillow talk. Yeah, you gotta do more to save more. Right?
He changed the taxes to benefit. The disappointing thing is the way that he changed the tax law doesn't benefit too many people. It benefits the rich, but not the poor or the middle class. Now, I think they should revisit that again and make some adjustment to that. Is that possible?
So, what do you guys think, audience villagers? What do you think of how he manipulated the system in his favor? Right? What do you think?
It's called being a capitalist. I am not going to shun someone for being a capitalist. He took advantage of what the laws allowed him to. And that's it. John.
Where is the morality? Where is the morality?
Morality is what?
You pay taxes, don't you? Did you pay more? Here's the question: did you pay more than $750 in taxes this year?
I plead the fifth.
Yes or no, John?
I plead the fifth.
Get on my nerve. I pay more than $750 in taxes, Roderick.
First of all, when I was working, I paid more than $750 in taxes on one check.
I said I plead the fifth.
Right? Hogwash. So I don't have enough write-off
Right.
to say that my income is negative 4 to 5 years. What, 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't afford, my wife can't afford to sit there and go ding 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 because she got a job.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not trying to skirt the system
Mm.
because she's a good accountant,
Mm.
right? Let's not get it twisted.
I agree. If she allows you to travel all over the freaking world.
My wife does not allow, I keep telling you guys, I keep telling you over and over again, my wife does not allow me to travel anywhere. Okay? My wife does not. Ladies and gentlemen, you look for bargain when you're traveling. And I told you over and over again. Hold on, let me show you.
Are you traveling on Christmas Day?
No.
Oh, why? Is it because of the weather?
No. So let me just show you guys.
Oh, shit.
See this card right here? This one?
Oh, wait. The state attorney general is looking into Congressman Santos over
Look,
his resume.
right?
AG.
Hold on. This one? See this one?
No, I can't see it.
Yeah,
Bring
this
it
one.
closer. Bring
Right?
closer.
Yeah, you're not getting my numbers. You see this one right here? Right? This one? This one let me sit in every single lounge of Delta once I'm on a Delta flight. Never have to pay for meals. Never that. Okay? So I just started telling everybody that. Never have to pay for meals. Okay? This one allows me to move up because it gives me sky miles.
Mm.
Sky miles. So, right? No, they can't. Yeah. Right? You understand? Sky miles. Why is sky miles important? Because it's 20,000 sky miles to go to Florida.
Mm.
24,000 sky miles to go to Florida.
Wow.
For 3 people.
For 3 people. Wow.
One way.
Wow. So where you going, man? Where you going?
Next thing you know,
Right?
Next thing you know, some of the factories. Yes.
Yeah, right? Look at this. Right? If I give somebody a pass, I get 15,000 miles. I give it a good benefit, you get 90,000 miles.
Mm.
40,000, 50,000.
I'm trying to get 1 mile.
You know what I'm saying? You shop on Delta instead of on Amazon, you get more miles. 3 to 1. You're buying the same thing. You're buying food. You're paying bills.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay them. Put them on your card. I'm just telling people. There's some tricks to it.
Mhm.
I bet you the tricks to your
So
taxes.
when are you
Okay,
traveling?
I'll fix this for my taxes.
When are you traveling, Roderick?
When am I traveling?
Uh-huh.
January, February, March,
Domino.
and April.
Domino tournament.
I'm going to Jamaica, Florida, Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to go to a country.
When are you doing your birthday celebration this year?
Navarro. Yeah, you can do the same thing. All you have to do is hit me up, send me an email. I give you the link. I get 15,000 miles. You get your miles. That's all. I'm telling you. And then all you do is when you purchase something, just do it the right way. You have bills. How much is your phone bill a month? Like, goes. You have 3 people in your phone bill, so it might be 100. Let's say on the safe days, 120, because I know it's more than that. Right? So 120.
Mm-hmm.
You buy gas for your car every day.
Mm-hmm.
You use a credit card. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Every month you spend $250 on gas.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So right there's $350.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You pay your car insurance. It's $200-300 a month.
Shit.
But I'm just saying, right? On the good side, $200-300 a month,
Good side, yeah.
right? I just gave you $800 right there. Your light bill, your gas bill,
Just made a major car payment.
right? No, not major car payment.
No, I'm just saying with the money, those savings.
Yeah, right? Now, you put your light and your gas, your food. You spend $500 on food a month. If you have a family, multiple, you buy food. You buy food every day. That's $500. So right then and there, I just showed you how you spend $1,300 a month that can go right on your card. You pay that bill off, right? The first couple of months, whatever the offer is, plus you get all of those miles in a month. So think about that for a second. So I'm not doing anything more than everybody else.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. That in people's mind is I'm gonna use my bank account and pay my credit card, pay for this. I'm gonna go right through my account. Well, your money's not working for you because you still want to take your family on a trip.
Of course, yes.
So if I use my card and I pay my bill,
Right.
I now gain miles and I can travel. And I move up my status, you know, you move up your status. So you do certain things that help you get your miles. You have a friend who needs a card. You send them a link, they get the card, you get some miles. Simple.
All right. So I have two things that I want to discuss.
One.
I was thinking about the gentleman who, on the New Jersey, he's a bus driver who shot this teenager. So he shot at these teenagers. But when they went back to investigate his record, they realized that he committed several crimes in Georgia that never picked up when they were doing their research with him. So I guess in an altercation with teenagers, you're going to have altercation with teenagers. But to shoot and hurt the child, that's a problem. So they arrested him tonight.
Wait. Go back. I don't like the part that says shoot and hurt the child.
He shouldn't shoot at kids. He shouldn't be shooting
What
while
the hell? I hate when I hate that statement. Wait. I'm sorry. In Canada.
Oh my gosh.
On Sunday in Canada,
Right.
8 teenage girls.
Oh yeah.
3 of them 13, 3 of them 14, 2 of them 16. Gang stabbed a man, a 59-year-old man, to death. What the hell do you mean by don't shoot at them? Because they're kids.
All right, so they assaulted him.
Again, I think take off the statement.
All right, so they assaulted him. But while you're at work and you're driving a bus, should you be shooting?
Yes, if I feel my life is in danger. What do you mean by, I don't care if you're a kid. Yes, you should shoot at them. Why not?
Okay.
So it's okay for them to beat my behind? Is it okay for me not to go home to my family because they're kids?
I didn't say that.
Okay, so you're saying they're shooting at them. Like I'm saying shoot their behinds. Period. You get on my bus, you start to be rude, rambunctious, and I feel that my life is in danger because you are attacking me. I am going to respond.
Okay.
Period. I don't care. You could be 10 years old.
Okay.
Now, 10 years old, if you have a weapon, it's different. But if it's a group of 10-year-olds with the mentality, I'm going to shoot them.
A 10-year-old.
Yep. If it's a group, I said a group. If it's one with a weapon or a group, I am going to shoot them.
I don't know about that, Roger.
Well, you have 2 kids that you got to go home to. It's either, listen, I rather.
No, he wasn't allowed to carry. He wasn't supposed to be carrying anything.
I don't care.
No, that's a question that came up.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter if he was allowed to carry or not.
He was not allowed to carry.
It doesn't matter.
The other gentleman from yesterday, who the MTA representative, the MTA worker who had the licensed armed agent, who the guy was dumb. You don't approach someone who is armed to talk
Especially,
crap.
especially they're the ones he's armed because he works for the revenue train.
Thank you.
Right.
If your life is in danger, just eat or be eaten. I don't care. I mean, suffer the consequences.
That's what they say. They lick shot.
Yeah, just the lick shot. Listen, when those people are coming up to you, they think that they have the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly. And I always tell people when you go into a fight, when you, what we say in Jamaica, when you dig one hole, dig two. Right?
Psalm 35.
Right? And that's what it is. Psalm 35. You understand what I'm saying?
When you dig a ditch for me, dig a ditch for yourself too.
There you go. So that's my point, and whether he's allowed to carry or not, and that's why I believe in the right to carry.
Me too.
That's why I believe in it.
Okay, so the MTA guy, I understand fully. You know what? That's his job. Boom. The one who's driving the bus, you driving the bus and you're shooting? Come on, man.
Well, wait. Okay. Wait. Hold on, John. I gotta ask you a question. You sound like you was doing a drive-by in a bus. Is that what you heard too? I heard like a drive. I don't think the man was driving by, opened up his door, so pop, 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 pop. I don't think that's what happened, right? Don't think about it from the beginning to the end now. Let's hear the middle of the story. Why was he shooting up the guys?
The teenagers?
Yeah, why was he shooting them?
Because they were assaulting him.
Okay, so then they deserve what they got. Period. Like the comment before was, in your life, if your life is in danger, eat or be eaten. I'm not punking out. I'm telling you up front. If you walk up to me and I have a knife, I told my students, and I'm retired 2 years, so it doesn't matter. I told them this.
Mm-hmm.
I live in East Flatbush, New York, Canarsie. I grew up in Brownsville.
Big up.
Right? I belong to the hood.
I don't.
That's on you. Don't let my suit and tie fool you. Right? If any day,
could have fooled me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If any day you come to me, right, and you feel like you are man enough and we're outside, my rule of thumb is I am taking two of you out. I'm going to break your neck.
Whoa.
That was the rule. And I told him that. Straight up told him that. You know,
we told that too.
I was a gang man. Guess what? Mr. Daly wasn't bothered going home to school.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was joking. I was not playing with when your life is in danger, right? And you tell somebody to stop doing something and they keep doing it, you know that eventually it's going to cause you harm.
All right.
So then your mind frame should switch. And I'm Jamaican.
Wait.
I think I'll brick and lick your backside.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to switch the topic.
No, man. Why switch?
Throwing bricks and then you shooting up.
What? Because you're a punk?
No, I'm switching.
You're a punk, you're going to run away?
I'm switching the topic.
Hey, by the way, if you run away, they're going to run after you.
What did you say? I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
I said if you run away, they're going to run right after you. Meet your ass.
I can defend myself.
Yeah, she's going to pull out some little voodoo thing, right? Get my chicken foot.
No.
Yeah.
Brian's not going to do that, boy.
Yeah, she's going to pull out the Holy Bible. In the name of the Lord.
Don't underestimate Dr. Brian.
I want to know, what you going to do? What you going to do?
Like I said, I'm switching the topic.
No, what you going to do? I want to switch your topic. What you going to do?
What am I going to do for what?
Somebody comes to beat your backside. A few of them come. What you going to do?
She going to tie up her head.
Oh, we should not be violent.
She going to tie up. No, she going to tie up her head.
She going to get rid of that. She going to get rid of
her head.
Take out the earring. Get rid of the red lipstick. Get up the glasses on. I can't see you, but I can whoop you.
Don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you, my
Exactly.
friend.
Don't let that fool you.
All of a sudden, the Haitians coming out. Don't let it fool you. All of a sudden, you're talking Creole.
She gonna say, little boy, you don't know who you mess with.
My garçon. Shot my say my garçon. No, come on. What's going on?
Okay. I'm not gonna even go there because I'm not gonna tell my story because I don't want to replay on YouTube. But
Wow.
don't let
The story when you got beat up?
no.
You want me to tell them? I'll tell them the story when you got beat up when you were in high
Thing
school.
is, I have no problem checking anybody at all.
Again, you want me to tell them a story when you got beat up in high school?
What you said?
I'm just
I
saying.
never got beat up in high school.
Yeah. Mama Pierre and Papa Pierre, you're learning. Your daughter got her butt handed to her in high school.
Never
Right?
that, my
She
friend.
said, and she blamed you, Mama Pierre and Papa Pierre. She said, my parents don't allow me to fight, so I can't fight you.
All right, Roderick. I'm so glad that you're having a bold
Yo,
conversation.
John, my mama is funny. My mama used to say, she wasn't mad when I fought. She used to say, did you get beat? That's my mama. Did you get beat?
So, Roderick,
I
I just
wasn't
want
coming
to
home
remind
no fast. Huh? Go ahead.
I want to
Yeah,
remind
Andre, go ahead. Whenever
that
you're
I
ready.
that I always worked out because the thing is, even though I'm small frame, I can handle my own.
All right,
Remember that.
All right, Layla Ali. I hear you.
Remember that.
What's the black woman name? Erica
Ain't nothing
Watts.
wrong with licking shots too.
What's her name? Erica Watts. The boxer, the female boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, the Village Radio Talk Show is brought to you by the Single Parent University. Open admissions is now. Course curriculum includes personal development, mindful parenting, support seminar, financial management, nutrition, and wellness. When you go, you'll get free childcare, transportation, social support hub, resume and cover letter, career exploration, and legal assistance. Please do come out and join the Single Parent University. Call 646 779-6767 or text to SBU, text XBU to 71441. Again, the Single Parent University. Yeah, Dr. Bryant, you were saying.
There was a fire on the Staten Island ferry.
When today? Again? Another one?
Yeah, and 4 people got injured. They're in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it was serious.
Yeah. So, okay, here is I was asked this question this week. The Title 42 about the immigration. How come it's only apply? I actually had this discussion twice. In the United States, years prior, only a certain group was allowed to come. And then another group was discriminated against. Now, here it is. Title 42 mainly attracts more Hispanics. Whereas,
okay, you're using a number.
Title 42, let me tell you what it is. I'm going to read it. Title 42 allowed border officials to turn away or expel migrants and asylum seekers on public health grounds, but is not actually part of the United States Immigration Code, also known as Title 8. Now, prior to that, any asylum, it is a law that any asylum or people running and coming, as long as they had hit the border, they were entitled to stay.
Mm-hmm.
But that does not seem to happen for our African brothers and sisters, for some of our darker skinned individuals, for our Caribbean folks as well. So how come that Title 42 law, yes, they're trying to keep a lot of people coming from Mexico and Venezuela and those who are walking for on the boat or whatever. But then you have a mixture where some actually do hit the soil, but they're turned away. So why? This is just like a repeat of what was happening years ago. So the Title 42, my beef with the whole asylum thing and letting people in, and we're discriminating against who we allow in and who we do not allow in. And that's my problem with this. Because there's war all over.
Sure.
I think you have to prove that
Is discrimination?
no, not discrimination. I don't think discrimination is the right word.
Because you have people coming on the boat all the time.
No, not discrimination.
them back.
No, I think you have to prove that there's government atrocities happening, and you're part of you're the victim of that.
But
So,
there's
like a lot of in the past, just like what happened with Syria, right? A lot of people, Syrians, were able to come into this country because of being oppressed, and even at some point Haiti as well, and Cuba.
wait. Here's the thing. The problem I have with this is you said some part Haiti is still a mess.
Well, that's your
And
fault.
huh?
That's your fault.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Now
know, ask me why it's your fault?
I'm not even paying. Okay.
But you need to ask me why.
Go ahead. Why is it my fault?
It's your fault because you are a prominent person. You're in the media. You have a voice. And you're not using it. I think that as a person in the media,
Mm-hmm.
you have a message,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to not sit there and take it.
You can engage instead of being passive on the side.
Exactly. You can't say they. You have to say I. I am going to take a stand. Now, you're not necessarily going to change 1 million people,
Mm-hmm.
but you can start. The road to 1,000 miles begin with the first step. Okay. So I'm just saying, it's your fault. You, your mama, your papa, and everybody in the United States who have a voice and who's not using it for their country. So when I say you, I'm not just talking about you,
You're right.
Dr. Ball,
You're right.
right? Because I'm what's the word? I want to think of a very bad feeling word about something. I didn't want to say disgusting, something even more deplorable than disgusting. About what is happening to our Haitian brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Even the country next door is chastising them.
True.
So if the country next door, you know what I always tell my son?
What's that?
Don't talk about your brother. Right? Because if you talk about your brother, you allow other people to talk about your brother too.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about the country overall.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying stand up. The
Mm-hmm.
Haitian people have to stand up.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it. I'm telling you that. They take everything that comes their way. The next dictator comes, they lie down and take it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't stand up. They talk about the atrocities that are happening in Haiti.
Right.
I mean, you have one of them, 2, 3 people in my district alone. 3.
Mm-hmm.
One is the most powerful person in Brooklyn. She's Haitian.
Who's that?
Rodney's Bichat.
Mm-hmm.
She is the county. That means as a county leader, she's
Mm-hmm.
able to get in touch with the president, the head of Congress,
Mm-hmm.
right? Farrah Lewis is the city council,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Rita Joseph also city council,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that wasn't even the third person I was thinking of. You have another woman who's in the U.S. New York State Assembly out there, Solange, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the Secretary of the United States, right? The Secretary of the House, the press secretary. She's Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you just had the Haitian woman become, next year she'll be the president
Of Harvard University. So you have people in prominent places, but it's like, I'm in prominent places. You, Joanne, don't rock the boat because you will get hurt by yourself. But a collective group of Joannes need to rock that boat. And everybody's looking at it like an individual. Anyway, so that's just my thought on it.
which is true. You got a good point. Collective group.
Yeah.
And that's similar to anything we're talking politically. Everyone wants to be in power, but not everyone wants to work together.
Yep.
That's the problem. That's exactly what the problem. That's exactly what the problem of Haiti. Everyone wants to be president. Everybody wants to be in charge, but they don't want to work together.
It's not that they don't want to work together. It's that they want to work together with who they want to work together with to seize power. You understand what I'm saying? So they're not working for the power of the people. They're working for the power of the small group.
Working for the power of themselves. Because
Yes. Ultimately, yes. Yes.
whereas Canada actually sanctioned some of the former political leaders
Mm.
because, and it's interesting because Canada is more involved in what's happening in Haiti than the United States.
Mm.
French. So very,
Well,
very interesting.
that's a problem. And you know, it's funny. Like,
Why is
even
that a problem?
no, not no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's funny because even like on this show, we're trying to get a Haitian person who feels strongly about what's happening in Haiti,
Mm-hmm.
and we can't even get one.
Mm.
Oh, I don't want to get involved in Haitian politics.
Yeah, that's a lot of them say that. That's true.
I don't want to get involved in Haitian politics. I'm like, but you're Haitian. It's your country.
Well, there's no complaining there.
Exactly. Exactly. Right.
I
And
think.
and you know one thing that bothers me
Mm-hmm.
because same thing happens in Jamaica.
Same thing happens all over.
They blame politics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What Haiti has not seen, and if I remember clearly, since 1953, or if not before, with Papa Doc taking over power,
Doc.
right? I believe it's 1953. You're Haitian, so you might be able to correct me on the historical text of that, context of that.
Mm-hmm.
From him to his son to Aristide, all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
They have not had a leader for the people because everybody disagreed that's the leader. I had a conversation earlier this week with somebody, and I stopped having the conversation. The crime in Jamaica, he wants to say, is because of the Jamaican Labour Party, which is the one that's in power now. I explained and I brought the numbers up that says historically, Jamaica has been a violent country. And they have to fix the violence, not one, they have to fix the corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Like a police officer is giving you a ticket, if you buy him a rum, you don't get a ticket.
Hmm.
You go to get your driver's license, you're paying money to go get your driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't the police not the head of police or the head of the DMV not doing it? If everybody knows that, that means it's something that has happened historically.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the person in power, it's the system that has continued and looked away from. Just like in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the person in power. It's not, because the person in power came in power to seize and do what was happening
Roger,
before.
I think to put everything into perspective on this whole
Mm-hmm.
thing, it's our level of engagement,
Awareness.
awareness, action
Mm-hmm.
that we want to partake or we want to practice or a level of involvement we want to effectuate those changes. You know, how far we're willing to go. If you think about, you know, the civil rights movement, you had a lot of, you had a cross section of people who were marching in Selma, and people actually died.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so how strong a nationalist you are of your own country.
Exactly.
To what extent, how far are you willing to go?
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you ready to sit down to stand up?
yeah, exactly. And this is what it is. We can sit back and complain to yourself and only a few. You know, how involved do you want to get? But you know, how involved do you really want to be? That's
Mm-hmm.
what it is. How involved do you really want to be?
I wouldn't even use the word how involved.
Mhm.
I would use to what extent.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm saying, like you're saying, are you willing to die for what you believe in?
Mhm.
Because that's the extent that you're going to go.
That's true. But what's going on in Haiti is amazing, man.
It's amazingly terrible, man.
It's terrible. It's like even to
What
me, you know,
extent?
that and you know, just it was heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking.
You know, you know, and it doesn't matter who is in power.
Right. Mhm.
That's the one thing I want people to get across. Until you change the concept of the government, until you change the mindset of the people,
Mm-hmm.
you're not. So it's like the United States government putting in laws against racism.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there no racism, no visible racism in United Emirates?
Mhm.
And you know if racism exists. Why is there a visible one? Why are there no crimes there?
Right.
Because there are consequences for behaviors.
Correct.
And the consequence goes for everyone. And Haiti, maybe you need to run for president.
No, UFC doesn't do that.
Why don't you run for president?
Because here's the thing. Even though,
Go ahead.
even
Here's the thing.
no, seriously, even though I was born in Haiti and came up here when I was 5, 6 years old, going back to Haiti, they will never accept you as fully being Haitian because you didn't go through or suffer as much as they did. And that was when I was a teenager and I went to Haiti. That was one of the complaints. I didn't struggle as much as they did. You're not Haitian enough. You're not. So
What
even
the hell
though
does that mean? You're not Haitian enough. What the hell does that mean?
exactly what I just said. So unfortunately, you have classism all over the Caribbeans, all over the world. But if you don't struggle sometimes as much as some of the people going through, you won't be accepted fully. So it's just very, very different. Very, very different. So here, coming to the United States to try to fit in as a Haitian American, you still have to go through. Going back to your country, you're not Haitian enough. So there's always an imbalance no matter what. And that's
So,
the
you know, I agree with you. And, you know, the problem is it happens all over
Mhm.
the whole Caribbean and in Africa. That's why. And what people don't understand is if you do this to yourselves, other people come in and take advantage of you
And that's what's
or disadvantage. Wherever Jamaicans would say take advantage, but I guess disadvantage you. And it is what's happening in Africa as well, right? So in African nations, people talk about the United States go in, England goes in, or Portugal goes in, or whichever country you want to put goes in, is because of the lack of stability amongst each other. There's no unity.
Mhm.
There's no nationalistic pride, right? There are no set laws that applies to everyone, right? And so you have I run the light, you run the light. Is who you know. It doesn't mean the same thing, right? You go out and rob and steal. I go out and rob and steal. It doesn't mean the same thing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not talking about the free passes, things like that. You know,
So
certain privileges that you should gain
Mhm.
because you worked hard enough to gain those privileges. I'm talking about outright lawlessness
mhm.
in those countries, right?
Let me ask you a question. What makes you you? For example, if you go to
Oh
Jamaica,
shit.
what makes you Jamaican? What makes you
Are you
guys?
asking me this facetiously? Or are you asking me
No.
how you
You
rhetorical?
understand?
Is there a
What
rhetorical
makes
question?
you? Yeah. What
I
makes
think I think nothing makes you anything.
you? Mm-hmm.
I think you are who you are because of where you're from and where you live.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We gain cultural. So when you talk about appreciation of the culture
Mm-hmm.
that is embedded in that area, makes you part of that area.
Of course.
Understanding that culture, right? So I can say to you, I know why Jamaicans eat certain things for breakfast that we don't eat. Why do we eat porridge? Why we do this? We drink cold milk, right? But we're not the only person that drinks cold milk. Somebody who lives on a farm also drinks goat milk,
Right.
right? Because it's rural, right? You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The music, understanding the language.
Mm-hmm.
But if I went to Mexico, right, and I speak Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
I immerse myself in the Mexican dialect of Spanish
Mm-hmm.
and their language of Spanish. Like when I say dialect, I'm talking about their accents and
Of,
their words, right?
of course.
So that makes me, if I go to Trinidad, I begin to live the lifestyle. I love to fet. I love to calypso. I love to listen and do certain things. But you know what?
That still don't make you Trinidadian.
It absolutely does.
Gives you appreciation.
Well, appreciation of the diaspora. But I'm just saying, like I would tell people that I am American, right? People go, no, you're not. You're Jamaican. I'm like, well, my passport tells you I'm American
Mm-hmm.
because you are what your passport says you are,
Mm.
right? If your passport says, if you have a Guyanese passport, John, you can claim to be American all you want. But when you travel, you cannot travel.
Don't travel like Guyanese passport.
And a Guyanese passport. So you are Guyanese.
You won't come back to America.
Right? Unless you have a visa.
Right.
Right? Now, I would have to prove that I'm an American citizen.
Yes, you have to prove, my brother.
Because that's not what my passport says. So technically, the answer to your question is whatever your passport says.
Mm.
Technically, correct.
And then, when you're running for a higher office, you check for the Constitution of that country.
Mm-hmm.
So the Constitution of the United States says you need to be born in the United States or in the United States.
Naturalization.
No, you cannot be naturalized citizen. You have to be
So
born in a
run for what?
president.
Oh yeah. You have to be born in the United States.
No, but not just that. You don't have to be born in the United States. You have to be born on American recognized soil. So like John McCain, for example, when he ran against Obama,
Mm-hmm.
neither one of them were born on the continent of the United States. John McCain was born in Panama City, in Panama, but he was born in Panama on U.S. soil,
Mm-hmm.
in Panama, right? So let's say like your parents are, diplomats, right? If they're diplomats and you're born in another country, you're still American because
Right.
your parents are there on diplomatic work. The military. If you're in the military, you're born in another country, and you're in the military, you're still American. You're not a citizen of that country. You're a citizen of the United States. So you can actually run for president, I believe. Right? So.
But there's a lot of military people who are not citizens.
What are you talking about? There can be no military person. You cannot.
There's some that actually get citizenship at the end. No, seriously.
No, you cannot be a U.S. military person unless you're a citizen of the United States. You have to be in the process of becoming. Now you can enter.
Mm-hmm.
You can enter the military without being a citizen. Just like if you're a teacher, you can be a legal teacher, but you have to become a citizen of the United States to remain a teacher. So every teacher, in order to get their tenure, in order all that stuff, to remain a teacher, you must be a citizen of the United States. That is a requirement. I think it goes for all federal and all government jobs, I believe.
Mm-hmm. True that, true.
That's just the law.
Mm.
Just a thought, food for thought.
Yeah. So what are you doing for Christmas? What traditional things are you doing for Christmas?
I was trying to convince my wife
Trying to
to.
eat some pepper pot and homemade bread.
Mm.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, wait. I have to give a shout out to my sister. Her birthday was on Tuesday.
Big up to Dr. Brian's sister. Big up.
Asu, happy birthday, Cassandra. Happy birthday. And I want to say an early happy birthday to the matriarch of our family, my aunt Marie.
Big up to aunt. Big up to auntie.
Her birthday is the day after Christmas. So just grateful and thankful for her life because she's in her 90s, and just thanking God for long life and for her to enjoy each day. That's it.
Yo, I just got some interesting news.
What's that?
A boy just got appointed to work for the mayor.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, Tommy Torres, congratulations on the appointment. He's a former assistant principal, colleague of mine.
Okay, congratulations.
So congratulations to him. Like to see my fellow City Hall educators move up. This is beautiful. I need to give a call and tell him congrats. I want to say before we go, happy birthday to my cousin Anika. Birthday's on the 24th. My friend Kenya, her birthday is on the 26th. To my other friend Kenya, whose birthday just passed. Happy birthday, happy 51st birthday to Kevin. Congratulations to Lydia and Stephen. My first set of base students to get married. They get married to each other. Prospect Heights. Congratulations to both of you. They're the ones getting married on Christmas.
They get married on Christmas? Awesome.
Christmas Day.
Awesome. It's on a Sunday. Come on.
I would not do it.
Okay, so c'est la vie. People get married on 4th of July. They get married on Christmas. They get married on New Year's.
It's always the woman. I told you that, right? It's
always
the woman.
Get over it.
It's always let me get happy. It's a special day. Let me get married.
Married on Thanksgiving. Listen, on a Monday, on Tuesday, Friday. Who cares? Just do it.
You know what? And do it. And on that note, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Enjoy your family. And always remember the reason for the season.
Amen.
The birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Dr. Brian?
Merry Christmas. And keep the reason for the season is Jesus. And Mr. Daly.
Yes. I just want to say congratulations to Jesse Hamilton, Diane Savino on your new appointment in the mayor, as well as Tommy Torres. Congratulations to all three of you on your elevation. Good job. Very proud of you. Very proud of work. And also very proud to have worked with you in some capacity. Just want to say to all my villagers out there, all our villagers out there, Merry Christmas. Looking forward. Please do enjoy. Don't overspend. Do not spend what you don't have. All right, spend only what you have. And if you do, make sure your money works for you. I want to thank you for watching, sharing, viewing, participating in the Village Radio Talk Show.
Share your pictures with us.
We're dedicated to empowering the community to live a healthy, safe, and financially capable life through education. Helping each one of us in realizing their dreams at any age, at any point.
Happy Kwanzaa too.
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy anything you celebrate.
Holidays, and send your pictures. We want to share it. Let's end the year.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Picture.
Please send us the picture. Put it on our page. If you have a picture you want to put up, send it on our page. The Village Radio Talk Show on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our page. God bless you.
Bless up.
Have a great night.
Be safe. Bye-bye.